Good morning. Welcome to your next rehab video. The last 2 weeks we did fingers and then we did tummy, and we talked about the relevance of the shoulder, the elbow and the wrist and the action of the fingers affecting those 3 joints. Then the next week, which was last week, the end of September, we talked about the abdominum and the importance of sitting, which squashes the abdominal aorta, which is your main blood flow from the heart to the rest of the body. So the main 2 points to remember are this. With your fingers, and I'm going to show you here, when you're talking about the length that you talk about in yoga, the length of the index finger and the thumb, and making sure they touch the ground, what we're looking for is, can you lengthen the elbow and can you reset the shoulder position so that naturally happens? So using the fingers from a whole body perspective rather than just tightening a body part. For example, if you come up like this and you are locking and shrugging your shoulders, you're going to be very compressed in the wrist. So rather than just lengthen your fingers, what if you offloaded by doing the elbow traction length and a little bit of the shoulder blades and a lengthening like an elevator in the fingers, then naturally that part, it's called the anatomical snuff box, that part, the web of your hand becomes lower and you have less weight overusing the outside of your hand. Then we talked about the abdomen. When you sit, you are squashing one of the main blood vessels. It's called the femoral artery, and also the vein and the venous return to the heart. So that's the technical speak. In a nutshell, you're blocking the plumbing. And what the body does is increase the plaque in the vessel, and that's your risk for cardiovascular disease. So it's not only adipose tissue or fat around the abdomen, it's also to do with the blockage of the arteries and the blockage of the veins. So that's another reason we don't want to sit for too long. Nothing wrong with sitting, just not for a long time. And sitting on the floor is better. So we talked about core stability. Core stability is not just the abdominals. Core stability is the control from the inside out. So if you do a plank, and again, let's have a visual. If you're doing a plank and most of the time you're here, you're feeling the outside muscles. You're feeling the muscles that do the movement. That is not from the inside out. You want to be able to feel like you can hold it for a long time if you're doing any work that is core-based, but you have to be on the inside of your legs, your fingers, your head, your shoulders, your arms, and feel like all of the body is helping you do the work. Hope that rejigs your memory. Remember, we've no class on the 6th and the 20th of October. We're back next week. On the 13th, we're doing balance. And then 2 weeks after that, we're revisiting the body from foot to head from a different perspective this time. So if you missed any of those, make sure you book online and go to mungifyosteopathy.co.nz. Click on book online and the group bookings. Then we can assure we have smaller classes and the best teaching possible. Enjoy.